Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to all our honored guests. Welcome to webinar session of the Higher Education Virtual Expo 2022. With me today is Nufita Mardiana Binti Haji Sujono from Beyond Tomorrow, who will be presenting a topic on ICT Telecommunication Career Pathway. There will be a 10-minute session for question and answer at the end of this session. You can type all your questions at the chat area and we will try our best to answer them at the end of the session. Okay, Ms. Nufita, you may start.
Hi, hello, thank you so much. Let me share my screen first. Can I share my screen? Hello. I cannot share my screen. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, hello. Can you hear me? Yes.
Ada suaranya juga. You can start. Okay, try again.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll share my screen now. Okay, can you guys hear me clearly? Yes? Yes, I believe you can hear me clearly. So I'm Fita, I'm from Beyond Tomorrow College. So today I'll be presenting about ICT Telecommunication Career Pathway. So I'm gonna start with a few questions for you guys out there. So here are some of the questions, right? Right. So for those of you who have completed O-level or even A-level, have you choose your career path? Okay, so if you have choose your career path, is it the career path that you really want, or is it the path that your friends are going to? So you want to follow your friends, or is it your parents ask you to go to this path? Okay, and ask yourself that is your path is going to lead you towards a successful career, or is it going to leads you towards a career goal? All right. So here today, so where is everyone going? So everyone of us, for example, even you, myself, or even your sister, brothers are going through the same path, right? So what is this path? So this is what we call a traditional academic education career path. So where we learn to sit down in the school, sit down in classroom, and then we learn and we sit for the exam, and then we just sit for the exam and then getting passed. And once we pass, we upgrade our level. So from secondary school, we upgrade to A level 6th form, yeah, and then we upgrade to national diploma, HND, bachelor degree, master, and PhD. So we all of us here are only exposed to into this one path only, right? So the question here, where are the graduates now? Okay, so have you heard about like there's a lot of people complaining there are difficult to find a job nowadays. It's very hard to find a job even though you have the qualification, even though you have a higher education, right? So there are a lot of complaints out there. So it's a very critical problems in Brunei. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how the total amount of unemployment in Brunei. Yeah? So they are 8,281 people are being unemployed in Brunei. So this statistic I got it from Untitled in 2021. All right, so where 40% of it are a male and 60% of it are female. So if we look into the age category here, so in the right side, so we look into it. So unemployment rate, the highest is the age category of 21 to 25 years old with 39% of unemployment rate, which is very high. And then the second highest is in the range of 26 to 30 years old, okay? And if we can see, the lowest is 16 to 17 years with 1% only. So this category, 16 to 17 years old, is a category of a fresh graduate from higher school, higher education, which is high school, sekolah menengah, kata orang. Okay, so only 1% of it, because of a lot of majority of students are going to pursue this study for higher education. So that is why a few of them are only looking for a job. Okay, these few not qualifications. They have the HND, degree, PhD, master, right? But yet they still cannot find a job. Why is this happening? Okay, one of the problem here is because there are a mismatch between the qualification and the skill set that are required in the industry. So meaning what they have learned in uni or what they have learned in school are irrelevant to the industry today. Okay, so the second one is because of each of them are going through the same courses. They choose the same famous courses. So imagine one courses having hundreds of graduates out there. So just to compete one position. So there's a high competitions between themselves. So it leads towards unemployment. All right. So here I want to give an advice to you guys for those who have O level, who have A level, or even if you have HND or what. So for you guys to look into the course, I have this first 4 tips for you before you choose the course. Okay. So these 4 tips is one, you need to look into the market demand nowadays. And then 2, you need to look into courses that have the least competitions. And then 3, you need to look into the courses that leads towards a sustainable career. And then 4, you need to look into courses that can give you high income. Okay. When I say market demand, you need to choose a market demand. So look into the industry in which they need manpower more. Okay. So they are opening more position out there. Okay. Don't just go through a famous one, but they are not, in the end, they are not getting hired. They are not hiring people. Okay. Look into the one yang apa tuh mencari benar-benar orang. Okay. And then less competitors. Don't go for famous courses and then falls into competitions. Okay. So if you get unique courses, then in the end you'll find yourself too easy to get a job. And then sustainable career. Okay. This one is very important now. So you need to choose the career which one yang not affected by any pandemic or situation. If there's pandemic, your career will not be affected. So now we are in the pandemic of COVID-19. We have heard a lot of people are complaining they are getting low. Okay, so you need to find another job that are sustainable. And of course, we all need to choose a course that leads to have a high salary. Okay, so these 4 tips are for you guys. And then the question is, which courses should you go? Is it ICT, or is it should you go to education course? Is it you should go to public administration sectors? All right. So here I'm gonna show you the top choice of employment in Brunei. So this statistic taken from 2020. Okay, a lot of Bruneians love to work in public administration. Okay, the first one, they love to work in government sector because the work there, the job there are secure job, and then they pay you a lot. Okay, and then the second one is wholesale and retail trade. For example, food and beverage sector, and then kedai-kedai. And then the third one is education, okay, like a teachers, right? And then followed by construction, accommodation, and service activities. But here I want to highlight with you guys is the least popular that Bruneian Goa. So we can see information and communication here. Looking into these courses because people tend to see like ICT is a low labor career, but in fact that ICT can lead you towards a professional career. I'll tell you later on. Okay, so here is the best industry for you guys. And this industry also need manpower. Okay, Brunei need manpower in this sector. So MPAC have mentioned that there are 5 critical occupations in Brunei that are energy, ICT, marine construction, and hospitality. So ICT falls into one of those 5 critical occupations in Brunei. Okay, but among of these 5 critical occupations, ICT is the best. People with ICT background, people with ICT knowledge and skills have their own unique skills. Okay, if people, because these people, right, ICT background, people with ICT background can go towards any of the sector because each of the sector needs ICT department that can handle their communication things, communication part lah. So, for example, macam Wi-Fi saja. If one of the sector to another ICT person, if Wi-Fi got the problem, so who can fix it? All right. So here ICT is very important. Okay, now going towards pathway towards a successful careers. Okay, into ICT, telecommunication, and so why I highlight on ICT? If you think that today we are living in the digital world of ICT, where the usage of digital wireless technologies have been growing. And then when I say digital wireless technologies, for example, smartphone, every one of us are using our smartphone in our daily life, every single moment, right? And then we also have our smartwatch. We use smartwatch to see our fitness, to check our health, and then our fitness, and then we also have any devices that use wireless. All right. So and then this ICT, right? ICT industry are growing out there. Even if you have heard about like 4G, 5G, okay. Today, Brunei are going into 5G technologies. Okay. If you heard about Korea are in 6G already. So technologies are growing rapidly today. So this is why ICT is very important, and it is a good industry for you to embark on. Okay, so there are a lot of digital wireless technologies. So for example, big data. Big data is used in our Bureau Health. So in our Bureau Health, they use big data to gather our information, okay? And then we also have IoT, Internet of Things, which is they connect each other. Your smartphone can connect to your smart TV, and then can connect to your smart fridge or even aircon. And then cloud computing, for example, your OneDrive and then Google Drive, okay? SNS, social network services, for example, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, your TikTok, okay? And then we have LBS, location-based services. So this one is example-nya Google Maps, okay? And we have online shopping like Shein, Lazada, Zalora. Everyone loves online shopping nowadays, right? And then we have smart grid. Smart grid is like smart electricity meter. And then we have O2O, beacon. We have VR, virtual reality. Now virtual reality are used in health and then for training purposes also. AR, we have sharing economy. Sharing economy in Brunei, we have DARP, okay, and then so on. And we also have verbal computing, fintech, drone, 3D print, smart car, and AI. So every of these, all of these are required connectivity. Connectivity is 3G, 4G, and 5G. Without this connectivity, these things cannot be working. This thing will be useless, okay? So we need that connectivity, which is communication model, 3G, 4G, 5G, all right? So all of you may wonder, like, where can I go to these ICT courses, okay? So here I'll show you that there are two pathways for you. So you can either choose traditional education or even SME certification registered and copyrighted that are offered by Beyond Tomorrow College. So ICT courses have been offered in traditional education. For example, they offered a module like information technology, computing, networking, telecommunication, and electronics, right? But in Beyond Tomorrow, we have this new pathway for you guys that leads you towards a professional career. So we have this module 4G radio access network, 5G radio access network, standards and regulations, network forensics, Internet of Things. All right. So our courses are accredited by AMBAD, which is Malaysia Board of Technologies in Malaysia, and have a qualifications in the UK as well as MOE Brunei, as you know how to do the job already, right? So this is subject matter expert certification journey. So every one of us are going through the same journey. Okay, we go through Tadika, and then once that we go through primary school, and then we go through high school. All right. So once we finish O level, so this is our critical moment here after O level. Which path do you want to go? All right. So is it the pathway like everyone's going, or is it a pathway that you are a unique person and then you are up to challenge and you are up to changing yourself to be a professional career? So in Beyond Tomorrow, we offer this subject matter expert certifications. We train you to be a professional, okay? We guide you towards a professional career. So we call you a subject matter expert, all right? And we are registered in Brunei, Malaysia, and Australia. As I said, we are accredited by AMBOT, Hartfield, and MOE. Okay. So this is difference, okay? So you can either choose academic education later, which is you go through sixth form and then other college and then university, yeah, and requirement, you need to meet the knowledge base and skill base, all right? So our entry requirement is as simple as O level, as long as you are O level levels, and you have interest, you can see like designer package, designer 9 months, and then so hi, hello, I'm back. I'm disconnected, so now Wi-Fi very lagging. So yeah, that is why we need ICT person to solve this problem. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again. Right. So okay. You guys can see me, right? So it is copyrighted and registered by Beyond Tomorrow, so you cannot make error. That is to the subject matter expert. So in the access, it is first of all in fundamentals and in fundamentals, you build the WCD, everything. And you are beginner, so this beginner you can gain 33% of skill set. So this skill within my provision, all right? So how to plan your network, how to plan your antennas, so you can your apa tuh coverage itu good. So in that disconnected macam like me, okay, I'm being disconnected tadi, okay. So it's because of the planning is not very well, okay. And then after that, after you go beginner, you go to intermediate. So intermediate, you can see skill sets, and then you learn about it, okay. And advanced level is 99% of skill sets, so you're an expert already, so you can do the job 99% without your supervision, so you know everything, okay. So this level, our courses any is skills based and knowledge based. We don't teach you a theory thing. We teach you the application of it. Okay. So we also teach you the soft skills. For example, how to be a professional, how to talk with people, and how to do your presentation, and so on. Okay. So our certification, right? It is equivalent to HND level if you go to up to advanced level. So in fundamentals, it is equivalent to level 2 certificate, and then beginner level 3 certificate, which is diploma, and intermediate HNC certificate level 4, and advanced HND. So our course any is accredited by AMBAT, Hatfield, and then following of course standard frameworks. And it is industry ready. So meaning once you finish this, you know everything. Okay, you know how to do it. You indah lagi macam how to do what to do no, you know how to do it sudah. Okay, so this is just a qualification framework. So our course A2 is level 5 framework, level 5 equivalent to level 5, right? So it's high enough for you. And then also we have we have two certificate. So one of certificate of completion, and secondly is a certification of competency. Okay, so this certification of competency is very important today. So employee will look into this competency certificate. Okay, so what you can be after subject matter expert certification after graduate from us is this one. So as you can see, there are three categories of careers. One is a statistical engineer, which is radio frequency statistical engineer, and then RF network engineer and RF data collection engineer. So you can be either RF QS, quality of services engineer, quality of RF QoE engineer is quality of experience. Okay, run. Okay, in this category, RF network engineer, you can be a network engineer, so you know how to plan, you design the network. Okay, RF network planning, and then here is RF data collection engineer. You the drive test to collect data. Okay, and then work test also. All right. So as you can see, the position is an engineer position, right? So maybe you think like to be an engineer is not an easy journey to go. But if you go towards Beyond Tomorrow pathway, we can make it easy because we teach you through pattern recognition, okay? And then we teach you and really guide you throughout the journey. And I'm gonna skip this video. Okay, so subject matter expert certification give paving you towards these two pathways. Yeah? So you can be either work as a conventional employment, so meaning you work under company, for example, Singtel, Progressive, Tarhat, Maxis, DG, and so on. So this is just a few examples for you guys. You can go anywhere, you can go oil and gas or even army. And the other choices, you can be independent consultant, meaningnya you can be your own boss. You can work anytime you want, anywhere you want. So meaning, for example, kalau macam di SD, they have project, right? So you as independent consultant, you approach the SD like, hey, the SD, I can do this job for you. Okay, you just pay me this amount of money in a period of time. Okay, so after you finish a project with the SD, you can go to take another project from Imagine, for example, right? So why we have this pathway independent consultant? Because we provide a license for you to certify you to be independent. So be so Beyond Tomorrow is I we have telecommunication exploitation. Hi, hello. I'm so sorry. My Wi-Fi keep on disconnecting. I don't know why. Okay, so let me share. So, sikit lagi ya. Alright, so now I just want to wrap up with like to go through this topic. I recommend you guys to go through this topic and be a subject matter expert certified. Okay, so in the end of the day, you can be a professional. All right, and this is just to show you like the expected monthly remuneration. If you be a radio access network engineer, you can get an average of 2,000 plus and as high as 5,000 plus. So this salary is mengikuti kamu punya skills and knowledge lah. Okay, the more your skill and the more your knowledge atu, the more you will get paid. All right. So, okay. So this is the fees of our subject matter expert certifications. We have 3 packages. So in which technician package will bayar sebanyak $334 per month and you can pay for 30 months. And then associate package 405 per month and expert package as much as $445 per month. So our subject matter expert certification will be start on April 2022. So it is good if you guys can enroll into us because why? Here in Beyond Tomorrow, we train you as if you are on the job training. So meaning in 4 years at 2, you'll get 4 years of experience already. Okay. So I'll end my presentation with this one quote. So it's a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. So choose your career path wisely and be awesome and take care. So if you have any question, you can visit our booth, okay, in exhibition hall 2, and you can get engaged with one of our team there. And yes, thank you so much for having me. And I'm so sorry I've been disconnected for 2 times. I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi. I need to look into it. Okay, thank you so much for the hosting, and thank you so much. I give back to the host. Thank you. If you have any question. Oh yeah, one more thing. You can view our video in our web page, in our portal page. Okay, there you can see a video what our trainees talk about us, and then what are capable of doing nowadays. And you can go through SME, what is SME more in our video. All right.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nufita. Next
Thank you so
is
much.
we're open for our question and answer session. So the first question is, for the program listed, how long does it take for the course to take?
Okay, so now we have this one course, right? So which is 4G radio access network. So it takes one level, as I mentioned today. I share the screen again. So one level takes you 9 months, all right? So this level takes you 9 months. Okay, so the total duration is 4 years because we have 3 months of cuti, semester break, right? Do I answer your question?
So the next question will be, what essential skills for ICT career pathway?
Essential skills for ICT career pathway. So do you mean like, do you need skills to enroll in our courses? So in order to enroll to our courses, okay, in order to enroll to our courses, you just our requirement is just simple as your O-level levels. And then regardless of your background, if you don't have ICT, then it should be fine because we teach you from the scratch, all right? And if you are from art stream, you can join also. So we really guide you, and then in the end, you know how to do it. Do you have any other question?
I think that's all. So we already read all of the questions for now. However, if there is any other queries for it or other information, you may contact Beyond Tomorrow. Can you share, Ms. Nufita, where to contact?
Yes, please. You can contact this number, okay? Sorry. You can contact this number, okay? So my number is 8140084, and you can just DM us our Instagram at Beyond Tomorrow Group.
Right. Thank you very much, Ms. Nufita, for joining our session this afternoon. And then thank you everyone for joining it as well. So we'll hope to see you tomorrow for our next other topics to be shared upon. So the next topic tomorrow at 9 a.m. will be done by HATTech, quality education provided by HATTech College. So we will be seeing that tomorrow on Monday. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you Monday.
Thank you so much.
Bye.